What's up, everybody? Hey, it is my time to take my rightful spot back in your timeline. It's been ages, but it's just the way. That's just the way it's going to be for me. Really busy, obviously, with my growing family, which now I believe, Lord willing, is capped off. I pray that's His will that we are full to the gills. So yeah, JJ is now. We never call him JJ, but I call him JJ here. We call him Joshua. He's now 2 months. He turned 2 months yesterday. So every 26 is another month. He's doing awesome. Super great kid. He gets straight A's. He's walking. He's an all-American wrestler. No, but he's such a great kid. He nurses great. My wife's still real healthy. That in that way. Sleeps great. Starting to giggle. Uses his hands some. So yeah, just a really good kid. We're super thankful for that. So I think it's probably been 2 months since I've been back on. Just had a little window of time. So actually, DK is actually in his good guy clothes today. Didn't even change out of work clothes yet. Just wanted to bang out this video for you. So if you're a fan of show and tell, which I think we all are, that's why we watch YouTube, and that's why we are in this community of, showing our collections, because we like show and tell. Big fans of that. I've always been a big fan of that. And so yeah, we got people leaving. Hopefully we got some people coming into YouTube. But I will say one thing about YouTube. I watch some of the genre of stuff that I watch on YouTube is like wrestling recaps and videos and some vlogs and stuff like that. But with certain genres, I see people just pouring tons of time and energy into YouTube, thinking that, I don't know if they want to get to 5,000 subs or 1,000 subs, but they're looking to, like, they care about their subbers, their, what do you call them? Yeah, they care about their subscribers or their subs, and they're trying to grow their channel, and they compare themselves with everybody on YouTube. And in the end, I see people neglecting their family, most of all their wife. Two people now, I say nothing bad about them, but I see people getting in divorces and filing for divorce. I just hope that if you're my subscriber or I subscribe to you and you're pouring a lot of time into this, I pray that you are putting your time in the appropriate areas of your life, not forsaking your kids. Like right now, my son Joey's watching coin pusher videos on YouTube, and my wife's off at Costco. My son's at swim. Isaac's upstairs trying to think of business ideas to make it rich. He's only 13, but he's a business kid. I'm kidding about trying to make it rich, but he's just got all these things going on. So this is my sliver of time to slide this video in. And I just pray that you're not neglecting your family and stuck on social media for hours at a time. I know that my wife is definitely a gauge of when I've got my phone in my hand too much. So just be sensitive about that. And you know what? Please don't quit YouTube. Just do YouTube when it works, when it works out for you. If you need to take a break, take a break. But don't leave. I want to watch your videos. I'm selfish that way. Just stay on YouTube for me, right? Anyways, let's get to this pile. Look at this pile. Look at this. Literally, here, how can I gauge this? Here's a deck of cards. That's how many cards we got to get through today. Plus, this has been sitting here since I picked it up. Seth Rollins, then now and forever series figure, I guess, but I picked it up because it's Money in the Bank. And when I do watch wrestling, it's because of Seth Rollins. The dude is just the man, and this is probably one of the best WrestleMania moments I ever remembered. I haven't watched all the WrestleManias because obviously when I got after high school I stopped watching, and even in high school I stopped watching. I didn't pay attention to any of the Attitude Era. But when I do watch wrestling, it's for Seth Rollins and guys like Cesaro. I'm not into all the other wrestling other than WWE when I do get the chance. But I bought this with the thought in mind to send a blue Sharpie and these two things to get signed TTM. Here's the newest addition to my Conor McGregor collection, if you can call it a collection. Let me see if I can move this World's Greatest Father statue. Let me see if I can take it out. Take it out meaning move it so you guys can see the auto. I made a trade for a couple gloves to take off my wall, and I got this so you can see it says Notorious and the Conor McGregor scribble. This is actually a 16 by 20 and it's metallic, so I'm pretty stoked to have that, especially in place of a couple gloves I had no use for. And then when I took the gloves out of the shadow box, I then had a shadow box upgrade my Michael Bisping display. You guys probably remember I had a wood grain box with just the wrap underneath this UFC promo photo. Well, and then I added this card here. It's like a thick flag insert card, and that was his left hand power wrap, or his power left hand wrap that he wore versus Alan Belcher at UFC 159. So if you guys like ink like I do, go grab hit pause, go grab a big thing of water because you might need it to survive. So here we go. I'll try to do it quick like Ben Martinez used to do with little comments here and there. This was Rick's story. He just got this back recently, meaning yesterday, Wednesday. So signed 2 for 2 for me. Actually gave me an address, and hopefully I'll be getting one of those. Is it showing up? I can't see. Yep, one of those from him in the near future. Check this out. As an extra, dude sent me this. So that is Darren Cruikshank signing 3 of 4. The 4th one was signed on the back, so I'm going to put that back in the mail to him when I pick up another one of his cards I don't have signed. Probably the 14 Bloodlines. So there's him. This one came back from overseas from Leon Rocky Edwards. Signed it. Hopefully you can see it. Diagonal Rocky UFC. And here's the 15 Chronicles. Leon Edwards, Rocky UFC. Also sent me a little note. I actually told him my wife's name as a joke. Not as a joke, but as a haha. My wife's name is Leona, which is close to Leon. And that's why my wife was actually named Leona, was after her grandpa, Leon. So that's cool, right? Little tidbit. Always learning something on DK's channel. So then this one came back from Frankie Perez, who recently unretired. Came back after 300 days, care of a home address for Nate Diaz. This is the 14 Bloodlines that I want to get of Darren Cruikshank. This is the 14 Bloodlines set, the white and the marble look in the background. So 3 of 3 from Nate. I signed it in silver. He was using a beat silver or a beat black in some of the returns that came back recently. So that was 300 days, and then a couple long waits for Bigfoot Silva. Make sure I'm focused on the right distance here. So that one and this one, and then another one. I mean, I'm talking like over 3 years, 960 some days. So yeah, got those. Some might be extras. And then this one came back from 2012. You guys have seen in past videos I've gotten Dustin Hazlett before. He found some old mail. I talked to him on Facebook. He found some mail in a box. So these are for trade. David Jones let me know. Made a trade to get this. Michael Bisping, you guys know obviously from the backdrop, he's one of my favorites. This one was a recent return. That only took like 2 months. So here you can see some more Bigfoots. Here's a duplicate of the other one. And then a new edition, the 12 KO. Jay-Z Cavalcante, who is a Titan FC champion. So I really wanted to get this one and this one done. And those are the better of the 3. This one he signed in red and then went over it in black. Oh my goodness, this will be a long video. DK needs to hurry up. Here's In-Person UFC 200 Fan Expo weekend in-person signed cards. Joe Lozon hooking it up. Doesn't sign TTM, so my friend got these done for me. All these got done. I have to make 6 collages for a buddy of mine. Gray Maynard on 2. John Moraga on 1. Duffy on 1. All these are in silver. Cesar Fajera, I forget how you say it. Mitch Clark. New edition. Ellen Jabouin, new edition. John McDessie is in Canada, so it's nice to get him. Saving TTM. Jacare Souza. And we got the former champ. Chris Weidman. One stuck behind it. Champions. 16 knockout. 14 Bloodlines. This is a great new addition. Thiago Tavares. Matt Hughes. Johnny Hendricks. who's really struggling these days. Didn't make weight and he lost. So he's got to figure what's going on with him. Next pack, got Dan Hardy. These are all, again, in person from Fan Expo weekend. I think I had 53 cards total done that week. There was 3 fight cards. So Dan Hardy, I love getting his autographs. He's in the UK, so it's nice to get him in the US. TJ Dillashaw, look at that card. Soon to be champ again after he beats Dominic Cruz. I'm a fan of both guys, but TJ Dillashaw is young and he's cool. This was after many months too. I missed him when he was in Vegas and he came back. Actually, wait, you know what? This is part of the IP cards, but here's a moment of truth that Neil got done for me. Cormier. I'll talk about Stun Gun again, and so it's still going. This is gonna be a long video. Neil Magny, and then 3 little rainbow action here of Rafael Assunção, who TJ Dillashaw beat. So here's the gold, the silver, and the base. Ben Rothwell on a card I didn't have signed by him yet. Scribble from Dos Anjos, lost to Eddie Alvarez, which I'm happy about. Eddie Alvarez is a cool guy. I believe Dos Anjos will be back, as they say. Huge. I wasn't even going to send these because I thought he, would be 1 or 2 per, but ended up signing everything for Neil, plus what Neil had, obviously. Neil got all his stuff done before he'd get anything done for me, but hooking it up big time. Really cool card. Dan Miller. Jim Miller, who I've been struggling to get TTM. He used to be automatic back in the day. Really cool card. Those 16 KOs are great after a crappy series. A crappy 15 knockout was just ugly. Here's 13 knockout. And then a bunch from Travis Brown, who lost to Cain Velasquez. See, here's a 15 knockout. Here's a 16 knockout design. Just one's way better than the other, I think. 15 champions, get back on camera. 16 knockout, and then a 13 bloodlines flag parallel. So those were 3 team bags full of UFC 200. And then here is sort of another private signing DK did through the mail with a new signer, Shane Carwin. He used to sign his fan mail all the time, but has fallen on hard times, and just things that just changed for him. So these are all signed in blue. Some are updates, some will be extras. I've really lost track of my inventory, what I got and what I don't have, so I definitely need to make a spreadsheet soon. Yes, I had made arrangements with him to get stuff signed because my TTM was lost because of his change of address and things like that. So I gave him, I think, 30 some cards to keep, and he signed maybe 20 or 21 for me, and 2 extras for friends. I think we've already got theirs. I think Joe got his, and I already gave Neil his. So that's it for Shane Carwin. He hooked it up. That one made me worry a little bit because he said he sent it, and it took a long time to arrive at my door. All right, halfway through the pile. I'm going to try to move quicker for you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to try to move quicker. I just hope my memory doesn't run out on this phone. So, yep, Rich Franklin on 2. Took the 2 David off this one. Can't get it off this one without damaging the card. And here's Dan Hardy. I contacted him. He let me know that if I got my TTM there by Monday, that he'd be able to pick it up from the gym and sign it up for me. So he signed all my cards and added 2 of his own. So yeah, some of these will be extras, some of them will be updates. So I need to get a for sale, not for sale, maybe for sale for trade video done. Here's a poster insert, and then here's a little note. Thanks for the support, and sent me this signed shirt relic. This was a big success for me. Here's a little pocket protector thingy made with 2 index cards and two from Ronnie Yaya. So that's gonna replace this unsigned one down the bottom right corner right there in this Moment of Truth landscape display. So that was big, really big. And then this was another great return from Stun Gun Dong Young Kim. 14 champions, 13 bloodlines, signed it with his name, and then 2016 7/12 when he signed. So this was cool. I missed him in Vegas when he was at Extreme Couture, and then when he was there again for UFC Fight Week, he must have grabbed that old mail and got it done. So really cool to see these come back, and then obviously this one's going to be an extra now because my friend Neil got it done in person. Here's Jacare Souza. There's that 15 knockout again. 14 Bloodlines is just sick with the blue. Yes, I've been sending the blue Sharpies. I've been taking calculated risks, TTM with the Sharpies. I don't send them with every TTM I do. And then I got John Moraga. This is an extra, I know that for sure. Might be an extra. And yeah, I forget. I'm totally buried in signing cards these days. Menace, Dennis Bermudez. With a note. And look at this. 14 Bloodlines flag parallels. Just cool looking. 14 Champions, no schmears for the win. And 15 Chronicles. 1 of 1 from Nick Thompson, who actually went to college and wrestled here in Wisconsin. Oh yeah, I guess I have a Koji Horiguchi TTM coming up in here. So here's the last stack that we're going to burn through. Alright, coming towards the end here. Michael Johnson. If you need addresses, they're all on the TTM MMA group on Facebook. If you guys aren't part of it, you guys need to check it out for sure. So I'm really happy with these because he's got like an MJ auto, plus I asked for the Menace inscription. So that kind of adds a better signature, I think, to cards. So here's a Koji Horiguchi following that letter that I showed you. Signed in bold green. So there we go. Look at that. Looking good. And then this one came back from overseas. He's at Redline MMA in Sweden, I think. I forget. Akira Kurosani, who was on the Ultimate Fighter. These are some great signatures from Frankie Edgar. I asked for the Answer inscription. That's his nickname, Frankie the Answer Edgar. He lost to Jose Aldo. Just an update. Look at that. Just 6 SIGs. Totally sick. 6 SIGs. Might be 6 of 6 too. We're still recording. And what's this? This might be a letter from, yeah, this is from Kira Kurosani. Keep moving. Updates from Edson Barbosa. I forget. No, see how they can streak. Look at that. That's not some good ink. Here's a little note from Edson. These are nice. There we go. I don't think I sent the blue. I might have. I'm not sure. And then Tyron Woodley on this black and white parallel. 15 knockout, which is one of the better looking cards I think in the set. And this one's kind of streaky. 16 knockout. This was from a trade. John Jones, 14 champions. 14 champions of Alistair Overeem. So this was a TTM that was a fail with the streaky silver. Just had no luck with silver through the mail. But I resent with a blue Sharpie to get what I wanted. So Ross Pearson, who actually lost to Will Brooks in Will Brooks' debut in the UFC. Almost done, fellas. So 15 Chronicles, Czech Congo 12 knockout. This was a long lost TTM also. Round 2, 12 Finest, 12 Bloodlines, Refractor, Finest Moments, Moment of Truth, Ken Velasquez, long lost TTM. So yeah, there's an address database for all these guys. All these guys are on there. Nice cards from Luis Gaudino, the green-haired guy. 12 Bloodlines. Dwayne Bang Ludwig, who owns the quickest knockout in UFC history. That's what that card represents. An update for my round 4 set. Another Gaudino that was supposed to be 3 of 3. Made a trade to get this Carlos Condit TTM from that guy. See, here's that beat silver again on this card, but it turned out good with black on these. Plus a note. Last few cards here, fellas. Long ago I made a trade to get these. Pride and Glory insert. Last ones are some Inperson. I made a trade for some NASCAR, 2 NASCAR autographs on promos to get these. New edition here and new edition here. Thanks for watching, everybody. You guys all take care of yourselves and your family, and Lord willing, we'll see you next time.